city of Ibadan. That is the capital city of Oyo State. We are right now in Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria. That is to tell you that we are not taking any time soon of the journey into the cocoa industry, because what we want Nigerians to do right now is to tap into revamping the cocoa industry. So we're moving from state to state to get their own opinions on how they're trying to get this done. The cocoa pyramid in Nigeria must return. So right now we are in Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria. My name is Anita. This is a Bosa TV channel, and we are going to be seeing a lot of interviews in and around this journey to Ibadan. That's the capital city of Oyo State. In and around the Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria. We're going to be learning more on how to grow this business, this industry rather, in Nigeria. You're going to be hearing from the director and as well as the interns in and around the institute and what they want the federal government to be doing for them moving forward. My name is Anita. This is a Fosa TV channel. Keep your fingers crossed. You'll be seeing more interesting clips in and around this journey into the cocoa industry, extending to the capital city of Oyo State, Ibadan. Thank you. Officially, let's quickly meet you first. Your name and your portfolio, ma.
Okay, I'm Dr. Justina Oluyemisi Lawal. I'm a director here at Cocoa Research Institute, and I head the Economics and Extension Division of the Institute.
All right, nice meeting you in person, and you are looking photogenic already. All right, ma, it's very good to be in Oyo State to take this interview. Ma, quickly, cocoa used to be the darling market that adds to Nigeria's GDP in the time past. How do you think we can get that status quo back again? How can Nigerians fall in love with cocoa production again?
Well, I must say that even in the past 1 or 2 years, people are returning back to farm.
Beautiful.
You will see a lot of youths now, even not youth, even the older ones, because they are now seeing cocoa as a business rather than just farming as it used to be before. Probably due to the price that went up in the last 2 seasons.
Okay.
Then cocoa sold as much as 18,500 compared to 1,200 that we used to have before.
Is that per kilo or?
Per kilogram.
Yes, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
it went as high as that. And currently now, even in Nigeria, from our own, because we do collect market survey, we do market survey here at CRIN too. For the month of May, I think the average price of cocoa is in the country now is around 11,250
Per kilo.
per kilogram,
Yes.
compared to 1,200 that we used to have in about 3 years back now.
So what do you think is responsible for the increase in price per kilogram? What do you think is
Well,
responsible?
The foreign exchange helped us, and also due to some weather problems reported in Ivory Coast and Ghana, so Nigerian cocoa went up in price, and that was a boost for our farmers. And that is why you see migration from rural areas, from the urban areas now, back to the rural areas. People are going back to the farms.
Wow.
Some who have abandoned their farms in the past years, they are now going back to the farm to rehabilitate. But as a rider to that, there are so many challenges that farmers still face in the country concerning farming.
Okay.
Like I told you before, that the aging population of cocoa farmers, a lot of youths have to be encouraged into cocoa farming, and even women. Also, the farms, the cocoa trees themselves, they are old.
They are fading out.
They are old.
Wow.
Yes. In Oyo State here, The average age of cocoa tree is like 30 years. That is quite old.
Wow.
And diminishing returns will have set in. So the important thing now is that new plantings have to be put in place
Okay.
using the improved varieties from Cocoa Research Institute.
Okay, improved varieties.
Yes, we have improved varieties from Cocoa Research Institute. In the olden days, cocoa gestation was like 8 years. But now we have developed new varieties that fruit even under 2 years, 18 months cocoa. That is available here at Cocoa Research Institute.
Ma, let me quickly interrupt you there because some Nigerians will say, is that artificial process of growing cocoa this time around? So what do you mean by, did you say improved varieties?
Yes.
Okay, so quickly explain that to us.
I didn't even name them.
Yes.
They are called the TC series.
Right.
There are 8 of them, and they all have distinguished characteristics. And here at Cocoa Research, we do ant pollination.
Okay.
Ant pollination makes it 100% expectant of what you do. It's like mating the male and the female sex organs on the cocoa tree to breed through. Unlike having it just open in the field and allow pollination to take place
Naturally.
But these are specialized trees where the father and the mother, and then ant pollination takes place. We have a lot of these seedlings here. We sell the pods to the farmers who come around. We sell to the states.
Okay, so from this interesting point you just given out, I want to believe that can we call it Gen Z? Gen Z cocoa planting is like getting interesting and more easy. Or what is your take on that, man?
We want to call these are seedlings, hybrid improved seedlings.
That's what we're saying. It doesn't take time like
No,
it
doesn't.
So that's what I meant by, is it Gen Z cocoa planting right now, or how do we classify it?
Oh, well,
Okay,
that's research
forward.
improvement.
Yes, good.
And we as a research institute, that is part of our contribution to the national growth of cocoa in Nigeria.
Right. Very correct. So now, is that one actually attracting more younger generation into the institute?
Yes, it is attracting young ones into the institute, but there are still some challenges.
Like?
Challenges in terms of even having access to land.
Okay.
Having access to land, having access to credit.
Facility.
For production and for inputs.
Right.
So these are some of the very important challenges that has to be taken care of.
You mean by the federal government?
Yes.
Okay.
Because if you go around to meet cocoa farmers, the first thing they will tell you is, oh, we don't have access to credit. And like studies we have had.
Yes.
When you go to the bank, you want to collect money, they will tell you go and bring collateral.
Yes.
Collateral doesn't work anymore. We have done research saying that these farmers can be helped through their social capital.
And that is not coming into the institute?
No. We don't give the money.
No, I mean they are not funding the institute so that Nigerians can tap into the credit facility we're talking about.
We don't deal with money.
Okay.
We only do research and every other thing, improvement along the value chain.
Yes.
We improve the seedling, the crops. We do value addition.
Okay.
We work on marketing and how market and projections for improvement of the welfare and livelihood of our farmers.
So, Ma, how do we get the federal government to tap into supplying the credit facilities that the institute is lacking right now?
The institute is not lacking credit facility.
Okay.
What we as an institute are lacking,
okay,
is funding.
That's what I meant by the credit
No,
facility.
you don't call that
Okay,
credit
we don't
facility.
in your
We,
own term we don't call it
we don't call
credit
it.
facility.
The farmers call it credit
Facility.
facilities.
Okay, as an institute.
As an institute,
Okay, I get it
we
now.
need research fund.
Fund.
We need
Okay,
funding
for researches.
Yes, we need
Right.
funds to go out
And do more researches.
and do more research and even disseminate
Yes.
to farmers our research findings. We need to go out to tell the farmers we have found this, we have found this. Best practices from what they have been doing
I get you now.
to the farmers.
To the public.
Yes, and we do this for all the stakeholders along the value chain.
So how do we get the federal government to get to see your hard work, that you're working 247 for them to now fund the institute?
Well,
based
thank
on
God,
what you want?
last week
Yes.
we learned that the National Cocoa Management Board was
Inaugurated. That's very correct.
Yes, and through that, I think Cocoa Research Institute will have some say and some direct feedings to the National Cocoa Management Board. There we can table what our problems are. That is a direct board that will deal with cocoa in the country
And challenges.
and challenges.
All right. So moving away from the institute is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because my first time in Cocoa Institute of Nigeria, Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria, I was whoa. Starting from the gate is massive
It's
and
a beautiful
big.
campus, can't you see?
Wow! It's amazing.
Yeah.
So I will really enjoy the
Atmosphere.
No, I mean the federal government to come and see what is happening out here. All right, moving forward, ma, let's talk about the students in your school. So in this institution,
Yeah,
rather.
this
So,
is the
yes.
Economics and Extension Division.
Right.
And here in our division, we basically deal with most of the stakeholders.
Okay.
Now, people come for excursions to learn about what is happening at the institute. We make them to visit other departments. And also, students come from different universities.
Around the country?
Yes,
All right.
to be trained. So we train them on all aspects of research and on all aspects of production.
Right.
We move them from different departments to department. Some spend as much as 6 months
Okay.
and even more.
All right. So far, have you seen any impressive prospects in the students?
Yes, some of them have shown interest that they will want to take up cocoa as a business.
Oh, after completion
school.
of their
Yes. You see, cocoa used to be cocoa farming itself before, but cocoa is now a business.
Right.
And we are happy that some of these students are also interested to take up the business.
That's very good to hear, because in the time past, it's only the older ones. You just see our fathers, our mothers. They are the
Things
ones.
are changing,
Things are really
but you know they
changing
have
fast.
to be encouraged with incentives.
So, what is your take on that, ma?
Yes, my take is that it is still part of the challenges. The young man or the young lady who wants to go into cocoa farming now probably doesn't have the land.
Do foreigners also come to this institute from other countries?
Yeah, we have people visiting from China,
Right.
from Netherlands, from Denmark, and even other places. They want to collaborate with CRIN
Right.
in research, in every other thing. We work with them on projects, and usually we tell them before we work with them, we have to get an MOU. That is a memorandum of understanding.
Yes.
So with that, when that suits us, then the work begins. We have worked on with IDH. Those are from the Netherlands.
Okay.
We worked on with them and some other organizations to do a survey on cocoa fertilizer in the country, and that was effectively achieved. We also did on cocoa soils. we did on, currently we are working with Trace, that's on the USDA. That's a USDA project where we did the baseline survey here at CRIN, involving all our disciplines, the soils, the economics, and the outcome of the baseline. That is what we are working on now at CRIN.
Okay.
Training of stakeholders, the agrochemical people, and even the farmers themselves.
Wow, very interesting. I'm just, it's like I should come to this, this school. Very, very interesting. Ma, let's quickly see some of the products that we can use cocoa to achieve, even not just from the institute, generally.
Number one is chocolate.
Right.
We have the cocoa bread, the cocoa wine, the choco milk vita. That's the powdered choco vita.
Yeah.
We also, I mentioned the wine already. Yes, from the byproducts too. Like the cocoa pod husk, we can make the black soap.
Wow.
We make poultry feeds by substituting the cocoa pod husk into the poultry feed. Yeah. We also make fertilizers.
But that sounds magical. Wow.
That's utilization.
Okay.
So we make black soap from it. We also make liquid soap. We make,
All from cocoa.
yeah.
Wow.
This,
The school must have some,
the institute.
sorry, the institute must also have some products they've produced by themselves with cocoa. Can you mention some of?
We have cream cocoa bread. We have,
In the school, in the institute, sorry.
yes,
Yeah.
we have cream cocoa bread.
Right.
We have cream chocolate. We have cream cocoa wine.
Wow.
We have the cocoa pod husk poultry feeds.
Oh, all these are by the institute, the ones you
Yes.
mentioned before.
We have the
right.
black soap. We have the liquid soap. We have the choco vita. So many, to mention a few.
So, but at okay, outside the institute, do people patronize these products from you, or they are not they are not on sale?
Well, we exhibit we do exhibitions.
Okay.
And at exhibitions, people patronize us. And that is why we are saying we need funding
To do more.
to do more.
Right.
We need funding. By now, our bread should have gone places. People come from all walks of life to buy our bread.
I'm even interested in cocoa bread. I've never tasted it before. Wow.
Cocoa bread is very
sweet,
delicious and
delicious.
healthy. And the cocoa powder itself.
What's that used for?
Cocoa powder is a drink made from the cocoa beans.
Oh,
and
you
it is
drink
and
it.
it is healthy.
Wow.
It is healthy because it contains a lot of antioxidants.
Is it in the market yet?
Our cocoa powder is still sold here.
Okay, just within the institute.
Yes, and at our exhibitions.
Yes. So you can make it bigger. Let us enjoy what you are enjoying here. Is it? It's just within the institute.
we are. That's why we need more funding.
Funding, yes. At this point in time, we must talk to the federal government. Federal government of Nigeria, please come and fund
Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria.
Yes, they really need the support. They need it, and I pray they hearken to your cry very soon.
Amen.
These are the things institutes they should be investing into, not some other ones that we don't know about. Because I'm impressed with what I'm seeing on ground.
Our executive director is doing a lot.
Yes, let's quickly mention Oga's name. Yes, how's Oga doing?
My executive director is doing really, really well. My executive director is Dr. Patrick Olusomi Adebola. He is everywhere. He goes out there to Abuja, looks for funding, even to do the very little we are doing here. Kudos to him.
Yes.
He has done very well.
Quickly, before we let you go now, we just want you to define his personality just in one word. Oga deserves it. How can you describe Dr. Patrick?
Dr. Patrick Olusomi Adebola is an amiable gentleman. He's a very, very brilliant scientist. He's a plant breeder
Wow.
by specialization. And he has a personality that, like I said, is amiable.
Yes.
His way of leadership is quite different from what we have been experiencing.
Amazing. Amazing.
He's
Amazing.
a very amiable man.
And very hardworking.
Very hardworking.
Me, I can tell of that.
He is very hardworking. If he's not here, he's in Abuja
Wow.
looking for how the institute will move forward.
Move forward.
Yes.
All right, ma'am. This is Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria. Are there other crops you deal with outside cocoa?
Yes. We deal with cocoa, cashew, coffee, cola, and tea. And we now have a new addition, the plum.
The plum.
Yeah, that was just added to the institute's mandate last year.
So are you also making products out of these other crops?
Yes, we have cashew wine, we have cashew juice,
Wow.
we have cashew nuts in different varieties, in different flavors.
Right.
Cola, we have cola pod husk used for fertilizers and even for making black soap. Yes. From tea, we make the normal tea, the green tea, and the black tea, which you take as the normal tea being sold in the markets too.
Yes.
And coffee, we make instant coffee
Wow.
from the products of coffee. And
All
black
this-
plum is just the baby. Work has just started on it because it was just added to our mandate last year, late last year.
So tell me now, if there are enough funding for the institute and you get all this into the market, how can Nigeria be poor?
Nigerians cannot be poor
Yes.
if we have enough
Yes.
funding to push all these products
Into
out,
the market.
and then people invest in them. Currently, there is need to increase production on all our crops.
Yes.
Cashew, coffee, cola, and tea, and even black plum.
Exactly. Because I think this is where the message lies now
yeah.
to the federal government. We should please come and see what CRIN is doing in Nigeria, especially in Oyo State.
Yeah.
Is located in Oyo State, and they are if that's your boss, so we should not be even crying out to them. They should know what to do by now.
Yeah.
This is a federal institute, right? A
Yes.
national institute,
Yes.
Cocoa Institute. So they should be the ones looking into what you are doing. At this point in time, we must say a very big thank you, and we hope that the federal government will come quickly and see what CRIN is doing and tap into it, because Nigerians are tired of oil and gas. Thank you very much, Ma,
Thank you so
for
much.
bearing out your mind on this.
Thank you very
All
much.
right. You'll still give me my cocoa bread, though.
Hey, Nigerians, it is happening big again in and around the cocoa industry. Right now, Nigerians are thinking of how to revamp the industry. There was a national summit to that effect. But right now, we are going from state to state to still hear and know how each state is trying to put more efforts in revamping the industry in Nigeria. In the time past, we used to have cocoa pyramids, and that we must achieve in Nigeria. Right now, we are in Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria in the big capital city of Oyo State, that is Ibadan. We have spoken to Dr. Justina Lawal, that is the Director Head Economics and Extension, and she did very well, marvelously well, in explaining what the Institute is doing, where they are right now, and what they are facing, and how they want the federal government to come to their aid, because it's all about the credit facility that is funding the institute for more research so that more things can come out from the institute. Yes, after taking her interview, we got to talk with some of the undergraduates who after everything, we found out that they too, they will want to become cocoa businessmen and women in the near future. Just stay tuned. This is a FOSA TV channel. My name is Anita. You'll be hearing from even their undergraduates, and that is a signal and a message to every Nigerian youth out there to start thinking about tapping into cocoa business in Nigeria. But you have to start from the farming. You can't just wake up and become a cocoa businessman one day. My name is Anita. Keep watching. This is a FOSA TV channel. Thank you. Nigerians, I have one of the undergraduates from CRIN, that is Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria, who happens to tell us at the background that after graduation, she will definitely venture into cocoa business in Nigeria. That's very encouraging, and we want to hear directly from her. Let's get to meet you, man.
I am Rajola Rachel Oluwatosin from Ladoke Akitala University of Technology. I am doing my IT here in Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria. So as a student, I would like to venture into cocoa business after my graduation. So as a student, the new technology helps me to know about a new hybrid variety that we have now in cocoa.
Right.
So we have TC1 to TC8, and it germinates even before 6 months, not like before that. The germination takes maybe like 2 years. So now I can have my cocoa tree and even to harvest it within 18 months to 2 years. So as a student,
I don't know what is making her laugh, but cocoa business is very interesting and it's good. So, Rachel, yes,
so
continue.
as I'm saying the that time, as a student, the TC1 to TC8 actually CRIN helped me a lot in the maintenance of the cocoa farming, the fund, everything. I've learned a lot in CRIN. So actually, as a student, after me planting my cocoa farming and harvesting, what I want to do is the food processing. That means the cocoa processing into the cocoa, which is in one department here, which is EAR. So I would like to process my cocoa beans into chocolate, my cocoa pod,
Interesting.
my cocoa pod husk into liquid soap, baked soap. Even feed me. I will have some things to eat for my animals. Feed me.
Okay. All right. We've spoken to Rachel. Now we're going to speak to another prospective students or undergraduates of CRIN, that is Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria. Another intern is standing beside me right now, and he's going to be telling us why he wants to become a cocoa businessman right after his graduation from CRIN, that is Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria. Okay, so please, let's quickly meet you, gentlemen.
My name is Akinola Al-Amin. I'm from University of Ibadan, prestigious University of Ibadan. So I am
You're always proud of your school.
yes, I am doing my IT in CRIN, Cocoa Research Institute of Nigeria.
Right.
So the question about me venturing into cocoa business, it's not a day thing. At first, when I first heard about CRIN, Cocoa Research, I was like, okay, cocoa. That's the same that they used to make beverages. So I was like, wow, this thing is something that is insightful. So I have to
Delve into it. Yes.
So to get what I can get from it, because I've been thinking about it, that what can I even do in my research, maybe final year research and everything. I just felt, well, this thing can be done, if not in my research, maybe after
Okay.
my undergraduate years. So
Yes.
thinking about it, there are a lot of benefits in cocoa industry. Should we talk about the money in it? That's not something you mentioned.
Nigerians, I told you.
Yeah, should we talk
There's
about
a lot of money.
is it about the economic importance?
Wow.
Like my other colleague has mentioned, the husk, the cocoa,
Yes.
nuts, and every other thing he mentioned in it. So there is a lot into it. But one thing that I would like to mention is that the government should find a way to provide grants to
Very
minimize
correct.
the way we use our things here. Because if there are regulations, there will be a way to just progress this business into the world. People will be able to utilize the things that are available in government. Because it's hard to even get a tractor for an undergraduate, maybe even as a graduate, as a youth, it's hard. Not to even talk about large scale business, because they have to have a tractor for them to be able to cultivate cocoa.
Yes.
Cocoa is not just an acre land stuff, it's an hectare, more even. So it's talk about
Large,
it.
maybe 10,000 and above and all of that. But let me quickly interrupt. Your name again, sir? I mean, at this point in time, do you think that Nigerian government can actually plow large hectares of land and just say Nigerian youths go into it? Do you think it's workable?
Yeah, it's very workable because it is not the first time that we're doing something like that. We've heard of Green Revolution, we've heard of different innovations that the government have brought because it is to help the economy of the nation. So they would even be glad if they are seeing youths that are happy, that are willing to delve into it.
Yes.
So they will be willing to do it.
Okay, at this point in time, what is your message to Nigerian youths? Because you and Rachel, you are still young, so what's your message?
My message to every youth in the world out here, even in Nigeria, is that,
Especially Nigeria. Let's start from
especially
home.
Nigeria, cocoa is making a lot of money.
Right.
You can start now. Don't wait before you start it. Thank you.
Okay, Nigerians, that is coming from Nigerian youths. You have seen the director; she spoke out very brilliantly on the institute and the cocoa industry. You heard from also the interns speaking out their minds. Who could, at this point in time, imagine the Gen Z generation trying to go into cocoa business, but it's doable. And you have heard Rachel and Almin talking about their interest, and I know they'll do it right after their graduation. So we ask more Nigerian youths to tap into cocoa business. In fact, farming first before you can become a cocoa businessman and woman. I say again, there's a lot of answer. Don't forget. All right, my name is Anita. This is a Fosa TV channel. We will still take all of us to another state, still talking cocoa, because we must get it right in Nigeria. Cocoa pyramids must be back. Stay tuned until you see the end of this promotion.